Hey, it's me, Leanne, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. So, today I have a couple of questions for you. Are you trying to be everything to everyone? Are you trying to focus on too many things at once? Perhaps not scheduling enough time for things that you need to do, so kind of coming up short? Or putting too many things on your to do list, right? Sounds really overwhelming. Well, it is actually, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about being overwhelmed. And why did I pick that today? Because I'm completely freaking overwhelmed. I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. I can't breathe. My heart's racing. I just don't even know what to do with myself. So I'm on my walk that I usually go, on with my sister and the animals, my little furry beasts. And my head is just going and going and going. And it's like my heart is racing. And I'm just like getting cranky and irritable and grouchy. And by the end of the walk, my head was pretty clear. And I thought for a second, I'm like, you know what? I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do any of these things that are going on in my head. So I'm thinking about, my business and how to get it to grow, and all these different things that I have to do. Like I have to go to work tonight, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. And the truth of the matter is, I don't have to do any of it, right? I don't have to do a darn thing if I don't want to. So, the bottom line is that we're all in control over our schedule and anything that we do during the day. And I've talked about this in the past. We have the power of control of our life, and really, how freeing is that? When you stop and think about it, it just really feels good. It feels easy. It feels light. So here's some things that might help you with some, feelings of being overwhelmed. And I did kind of use some of these today. And one of them was stepping out. So stepping away from the situation, stepping out of a room, stepping out of your head, which is what I had to do. I had to just get out of my head. I had to stop thinking. I just needed to relax. I needed to breathe. And I just needed to recenter myself. And then I have to figure out what's the most important. Now, I've done this exercise with a coach that I work with, Kat Kim, and I love her. And it was basically, she had me make this plate, this circle. And inside the plate, I would put everything that I needed to do. And then I would take things out that really weren't that important or didn't need to be done right away. And by doing that, it kind of gave me a little bit of focus, gave me a little bit of relief. I mean, this stuff will get done eventually, but it's not something that has to be done right this minute. And journaling was great, just doing a big brain dump, getting everything out of your head and putting it on paper. That in itself is a gift. And then you can look at that and you can make lists out of it if you need to. You can brainstorm if you need to on how to resolve some of these issues. Just get everything out on paper and let it go. Just let it go. And giving up control. I mean, I talked about this a few weeks ago, which was you can only control what's inside the hula hoop, right? So I was all outside of my hula hoop. My hula hoop was just like, I was doing this, and I just need to stop and focus and know that I can only control me. I can't control other people's reactions to things. I can't control anything outside of my hula hoop. And when I try to do that, I'm going to suffer. It's going to cause myself grief, because you can't change things that aren't within your control, right? Ask for help. That's really great. Ask for help is nice, but then you have to allow people to help you. So I had to ask for help just recently, like the other day, because I was really kind of in a bind and I didn't really know what to do about it. And I reached out and I asked for help, and I got it. I got the help that I needed. And now I can take a deep breath and rest easy for a bit and know that I don't have to worry about that one thing. You can ask for help as far as if you need some time for yourself, if you just need some space, someone to help you watch the kids, or, whatever you need help with. Just don't be afraid to ask. What's the worst thing people can say? No. So that's all right. And that's the other thing, right? We need to learn to say no to other people if that kind of, imposes on us and causes us grief and feeling like we're overwhelmed. We can't be all things to all people, right? And then also schedule time for you, right? So schedule some time for you. We talked about penciling yourself in once upon a time. Embrace silence, Sit and read versus having the TV on, the electronic. Shut all that junk off, meditate, journal, write, read, whatever. Just embrace the silence, enjoy nature, sit outside and just listen to the birds. It's very peaceful. It gives you peace of mind. And then we also talked about once upon a time creating a bedtime ritual. So, that could be reading, it would be writing a gratitude list. I actually just read something that talked about, the woman was talking about how she would, in bed at night, she would be thankful for each of her body parts. So her arms, her legs, her stomach, her feet, whatever, her eyes, sight, people having sight and hearing and being able to speak. These are all things that, we take for granted. Like I did lose like a little bit of hearing in my ear from a virus that just came on suddenly, and I can't do anything about it, but it's funny how you just really take things for granted. So now my friend Erica, she has to say, is this your good ear I'm talking into? And I'm like, yes, it's my good ear. So funny story. Anyways, that's all I have for today. So I hope that helped you with your feelings of feeling overwhelmed. Just take a step back, get it out on paper, step away from the situation, ask for help, do whatever you need to do to give yourself some peace of mind, and know that we don't have to do all of this alone. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye.